everyone, it's Ann from craftfantastic.com, and I just wanted to say hey to everybody, and I'm so glad you're here, and I hope you're going to enjoy our projects today. I want to give a special thanks to Scrapbook Expo, Stamp and Scrapbook Expo, I should say, and welcome to Crafting Stole My Heart. All right, let's get started. So this is our kit. What you're going to be making today is you're going to be making a key ring and a necklace. And this is our new noir line. I can never say that, noir. It's very French, right? And it's all black. I love, love, love the hearts and the valentines with the black finish on it. So in your kit, you should have the images. You should have the fantastic glazing glue. You should have some super sticky dots, the chain, the 3 pieces of glass. You've got a small square, you've got a small heart and a medium heart, and then the trays, the corresponding trays that go along with it. You have a small heart pendant tray, a medium heart pendant tray, and a small square pendant tray. So the first thing you're going to have to do, because you get to choose some images, let's figure out what images you're going to use. Okay, so you need to pick out a large heart, a small heart, and a small square. And keep in mind that your small heart and your small square are on the same necklace. So I'm actually going to cut them apart to sort of figure out what I'm doing here. And make sure you leave plenty of white salvage around the edge because you're going to need that. You don't want to cut too close. So I think what I'm going to do is, I think that I want to do, which one do I want? Well, for the key ring, I definitely want to do the angel. So I'm going to cut that off right there. Now, this stuff is great to use with family photos. You can use your own images. You can do drawings. You can do all kinds of fun things. And I think I'm going to do this little guy who's holding the heart up with a little cowboy hat. And then all I'm going to do is little girlfriend. And she has her little cowboy hat, and I guess they're getting ready to go for a ride or something. So I have my 3 images chosen. So this is going to be my key ring, right, which looks like this. And then this one is going to make my necklace, which looks like that. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is get my glass, and you can see obviously that this corresponds with this one here. And notice how when you put the glass on top, it just comes alive, it just pops. And then here we've got the little guy who is really cute. And then this is the glass for the little cowgirl. And we're going to be using something called Fantastic Glazing Glue. And I have to tell you, this stuff is like the secret sauce. It does not yellow. It has no air bubbles. It lasts forever. It's non-toxic, acid-free. It's just got all the, checks all the boxes. It's a great product. And we sell it in a 1/2 ounce size and also in a 2 ounce size right now. We're actually getting a 4 inch size in fairly soon. And you're going to have yours, and this is your little 1/2 inch tube that came in your bag. And then we're also going to be using our fantastic super sticky dots. And these are essential for card making, for just a million different things. And these are great. And this is a good deal. You get 96 dots in a pack, and I believe they're $5.95 on the website. But remember, you've got your 20% discount, so you can use that for your discount. Now you're going to need some scrap paper and some Q-tips. And I think we're going to start with the small square, because that's sort of the easiest one to do. Now, when you're cutting this, you want to cut it completely wet or completely dry, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my fantastic glazing glue, and on the square, you want to put a little blob in all four corners, because this stuff travels in a round pattern. And what this is going to do, this is going to, you're putting enough on here so it will ooze out the sides and carry the air bubbles away. So you take it and you just push down on it. And you want to work on a hard surface. Make sure you're working on a hard surface. And I'm just holding it down. You don't move it around. You don't, but you do want to make sure that it gets on there straight. And just look at how it makes the image pop. This is my favorite part. I love this. And now I'm just going to clean up around the edge. If you get a little glazing glue on the front, just let it dry, and you can scrape it off later with an X-Acto knife. You don't want to try to wipe it off, because it just makes a big mess. All right, so I've cleaned up around the edge, and now I'm going to cut out my little square of glass here. And you want to, as I said, you want to cut it completely wet or completely dry. If you're just going to watch and make it later, you could make it and let it dry. And notice how I'm coming around the corners. I'm just going trim, trim, trim all the way around. Okay, and now we have our first little piece of glass all ready to go into its little tray. Okay, so now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to make our hearts. And I use just a thin scrap, leftover from my printer, or, any kind of scrap paper will do. So now we're going to make our little heart, and just try it out on top just to make sure. And as I said, you could use love letters, you could use pictures of your boyfriend. You can really use any kind of an image. Now here you want to get a blob kind of in each sort of round part of the heart. I guess that would be the lobe or something, I don't know. But you want to get enough on here again so it's oozing out the sides. And I'm going to take it and I'm going to push down on it. And you can use glitter on here. There's a lot of possibilities. As long as it's flat and it's not too, that's T-O-O, not T-W-O, but T-O-O dimensional, you can use it. If you make something and you don't like it, you can pour hot water on top of it, let it sit overnight, and reuse the glass again. So don't throw your glass away. If you break up with your boyfriend, you can reuse the glass. Okay, so I'm pushing down on this because I really want this to be in place. And then again, I'm just going to trim all the way around. And I'm trimming across where the little heart indents, because I'm going to catch that as when I go around a second time. And I'm going to get the glue out of here. There's still a little bit of glue in there. I want to get rid of that. And now I'm just going to use the very front of my scissors to come in and cut. And then I'm going to flip it over and use the front of my scissors again to cut. And it's not going to be perfect on here. And you can kind of push it. The other thing you can do is on a cutting mat, you can grab an X-Acto knife and you can get in there and trim this. But only use the X-Acto knife if it's dry. So you want to get that trimmed pretty close, just like that. And now you've got your cute little heart. And now I'm going to make my medium heart. And again, you want a blob kind of in the top here. And by now, you've probably figured out how much to put on the back. Because as I said, you want enough that it oozes out the sides, but not too much so it turns into a puddle. And then I'm just gonna push down on it. And oops, my heart moved a little bit. There we go. And really make sure that you get this on here right, because, so you're looking for that white edge. Okay. And now I'm going to clean up around the edge. And the image may not fit perfectly on here, but the glass is very forgiving. I'm off a little bit on my registration here with the glass, and that's gonna be okay because of the way it sort of reflects everything. You are not gonna be able to tell once I cut it. Okay. And again, you wanna, if you're gonna cut it now, you wanna cut it when it's wet. If you cut it halfway, it sort of pulls the paper away and it doesn't really work out that well. And I'm just going across here on the top where it indents a little bit. And I'm just trimming all the way around. If it's not perfect, it doesn't matter because it's going into a little tray and it will cover up the edge of that paper. Okay, and now I'm just gonna get in here with the point of my scissor, just like that, all the way to the little point. And then I'm just gonna turn it over and do it backwards. Okay, and as I said, it's not gonna be perfect on here, but that's all right because it will be covered up by the edge of the tray. Okay, so now I have my little angel, and I have my two little cow people, the little cowboy and the little cowgirl. And I'm going to put my trays together. And the hardest part is getting them out of these little bags. And the reason we bag them up is the black finish is a little susceptible to getting dinged up. So, but I love this black finish so much we brought it in just because I love it. And I use this a lot, this black one. We have gold coming too. We've got a 16 karat gold finish coming. It should be up in probably like a week or two. And don't forget to subscribe to our newsletter because we've got all kinds of great things in our newsletter. Okay, so this is for the medium heart here. This is for the small heart, and this is for the small square. And we're going to get our super sticky dots. And you always want to put the super sticky dot into the tray. You don't want to use your, you don't want to put the super sticky dot on the back of the glass. You want it to go into the tray. And these really hold. I mean, if you do this properly, this will not come out. It's very, like, we try to reuse the trays sometimes for photography. And I've had a very hard time sometimes trying to get these pieces of glass out. So now I've got my super sticky dot in my medium heart tray. And here's the super hard part, is peeling the orange liner off this dot. And I did pretty well there. And now you're just gonna take it and you're gonna pop it into the tray. And boom, look at how nice that looks. And I love the black against the pink. You know, I just love these black hearts. I think they're really fun. All right, so now we're gonna do the same thing with the small square. And the heart won't fit perfectly in there. You have to sort of make sure that you get it centered on there. Because all these glass pieces are handmade and they vary slightly. Get a little bit on there. Okay. And now I'm just going to take my little liner off, and then I'm going to pop my little cowgirl into her tray, just like that. And last but not least, I'm putting our little cowboy in. And he looks pretty cute. And I'm just going to peel this off. And then place this into the tray. And there you have your little cowboy. So this is a layered necklace. We're gonna go ahead and put that together. And this is on our ball chain. And what's great about this chain is you can cut this to any length with a pair of scissors. So I'm gonna I wanna shorten this chain just ever so slightly. So I'm gonna this is a 30-inch chain and I want it to be about 26 inches. So I'm gonna cut about 4 inches off. And this is a layered necklace. And I like layering. I think it's a fun thing to do, to have 2 or 3 pieces hanging off of a chain. It just gives a little more interest and drama. And then when you wear it, the little heart sort of falls on top of the little square. So there's your necklace. And now I'm going to make well, here's the key ring. So and you want to be careful. I'm holding this open so it doesn't scratch the top of my heart. And I'm just going to pop that on, right? And as I said, I'm holding it open so it doesn't scratch. And there's my little heart key ring. So I want to remind you about the show special. And it's 20% off site-wide. There are some exclusions. Most of our kits don't get discounted. So, in fact, all of our kits, we don't sell at a discount. But everything else is on sale, like the fantastic glaze and glue and the super sticky dots. And you need to use the code KISS, all one word. That's KISS, all one word. So that's 20% off site-wide Craft Fantastic. And that ends in a week. So it's exactly a week from today at midnight. So that is our special. And I also want to wish you guys a happy Valentine's Day. I love Valentines. I love paper, so I like to make handmade Valentines. And I always love to send Valentines far and wide. So this has been Anne at craftfantastic.com. And I hope you visit us at Craft Fantastic and sign up for our email list, because we have special sales. We have our newsletter. We've got all kinds of cool things. And we don't kill you with emails. We send you maybe 2 or 3 emails a week, but they're generally pretty good. People like them. Okay, so have a happy day, and I hope you guys really enjoy yourself crafting today. Take care. Hi there. It's Ann again at craftfantastic.com, and I want to tell you about some cool stuff, some Valentine's stuff that's going on at Craft Fantastic. We have all kinds of goodies that with hearts. We've got lots of possibilities. We've got kits to make all kinds of jewelry, earrings. We've got stuff for embellishments. We've got some ornaments. We've got some Valentine ornaments. But this is just a sampling of what we've got. This is a really fun necklace that has, it's a cascade necklace, and again, we like to layer at Craft Fantastic. And look at this cute little heart charm with the locket. And then here's a pair of earrings. And then this is our long rectangle with a little heart lock on the front of it. And I love this one. This is super cute. Key ring. You guys just made one. And a couple of layered necklaces with our cowboys. And then this is from our graphic heart sheet. So we have lots of images. We've got cards. We've got kits. This bracelet has more of our heart charms on it. So there are a lot of Valentine's embellishments and fun things at Craft Fantastic. And that's in our Valentine's shop. So please visit our Valentine's shop, and so you can see all of this cool stuff. And I'm going to show you a few more things. This is one of our cards, our Valentine cards. We've got a couple of Valentine kits, and they're great kits. They make 5 cards, and they're full of all kinds of goodies. And then here are some images. And we have lots of images, so you can make jewelry and embellishments with all of our Valentine images. And then here's another sampling of, this is one of our card kits. And this is the Royal Hearts. And this is actually good for year-round, but it would also work for Valentine's because you can see, you know, you've got your hearts. This is BFF. This is, you know, it's got the little signature gem. This one says happy birthday, but you have other options that you can put on here. You have choices on here. This one is just lovely. Look at this with the long rectangle. And someone could actually, if they wanted to, I don't recommend it, but somebody could tear the card apart and wear this as a necklace. And then this is cute. This is just a little heart with a tassel on it. So we have lots of hearts and Valentines at Craft Fantastic. And I want to thank Stamp and Scrapbook Expo again. And I want to remind you guys to visit our Valentine's shop. It'll be up through, well, I think we'll have it up through Valentine's Day, because sometimes people even will buy stuff after the fact. But you have to order about 5 days before to get the stuff on time. So please visit our Valentine's shop. And then the special for this event is the 20% off site-wide, and there are some exclusions, and that would be kits. We don't discount our kits, but the code is KISS, and it's all one word, capital K with an exclamation mark. And I just want to wish you guys a happy Valentine's Day, and we miss you, and we can't wait to see you in person, and kiss to you, and have a fantastically creative day.